Previously on Mother, we lost Teddy.
Wait, we actually lost him?
No, he's alive.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, scared me.
Although, remember when I said in the Japanese version there's no real ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know what happens to Teddy because it goes straight to the credits.
Oh, so we get to see more Teddy at the end. Okay.
Yeah, we figure out what happens to everybody, like, during the ending.
Wait, so in the Japanese version, he could easily have died. And we would never have known.
Yes, but in the Game Boy Advance re-release, they added in the changes that were made for the US release just to make the game A, easier, and B, have an actual ending.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, when the GBA re-release of this game has that ending in it, to it.
Okay, I see.
So the Japanese didn't miss out completely. Honestly, that's the first time anyone got to see that ending because, oh, hey, we're back to the house that had the robot in it.
The robot in the house? How did it get through the door?
No, the robot was outside. The robot was outside.
So we ran outside and then battled it.
Yeah.
So during in between parts, Evan and I were talking about the dance scene, and I was saying that I really liked the music, and I just thought it was super sweet. Like, I'm glad I shut myself up because normally when I see romantic stuff, I'm just kind of nope on out of there. But I really liked how it was really sweet and just how they kind of just circled each other, and the music was cute, and I think that scene was executed really, really well, to be honest.
Well, I mean, honestly, that wasn't really that, like, I mean, when it comes to, like, relationships and stories, it could have been much more forced.
It could have, and it's just simple. I liked it. It wasn't too overdone.
Like, I remember watching this one anime where, like, the two characters bickered a lot, and, but, like, in the second to last episode, there was a bit of romance between them, like, confirmed, not just, like, subtext that somebody would, like, point out.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, a lot of people were saying that it was a bit forced and unnecessary and just came out of nowhere, but I like to think that that was the joke.
That's a good way to think about it, because then you don't have to think of it as bad writing or anything.
Lloyd fixed up this boat because he's smart, and then we went into a whirlpool.
Oh.
And now we're in this secret lab.
Oh, and, well, I'm glad we did not drown. That's always a plus.
I'm screwing around with the run button here. If you notice that the elevator slowed down for a little bit, it's because I let go of the run button for just a second.
You can make the elevator run, too.
because, like I said, pressing the run button just speeds up the game.
Yeah, gotcha. Even the fish!
It's an underwater laboratory, so of course we'd see fish. I like it. I'd like to... If I were to have an underwater lab, I would like to have an aquarium view like that.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Just put some glass walls in so you can see what's going on. As long as you're not too far down. As long as you're not at the deep sea part of the ocean, because then it would be all black and you couldn't see anything.
I mean, this is
shallower end.
This is just a lake, so...
Oh, gotcha. So it wouldn't be too deep. I mean, unless it was like Crater Lake or something.
I was debating if I wanted to see what was in the other room. I probably should have, because I'm not going to get a chance to. But there's this robot now. Feeling Ninten's presence, the robot came back to life. My name is Eve. I have been waiting for you. My creator was George. He was taken to the end of the universe. Then brought back later.
Whoa.
I am here to protect you. That is my purpose.
I'm getting kind of a whole BioShock vibe from this underwater... Oh, now we're not there anymore, but from the whole underwater concept.
Anyway, because Ninten is George's great-grandson, I guess the robot will, protect him. The Omook. I don't get the joke there, but okay.
Omook. Yeah, there's definitely has to be some sort of joke there. I mean, they're like orangish brown instead of green.
Well, I mean, yeah, they were green before, but, like, I mean, palette changes are usually the only thing that happens with stronger versions of an enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes there might be, like, an extra detail to it or two. Like, you'll see more of that in Mother 2 and 3 than this game, but still.
Okay. Hmm. Yeah, I still don't get the joke. Oh well.
Well, you know, I've been playing this game for quite a few years, and I don't get the joke. I'm just assuming there is a joke, so...
Yeah. That's true. There may not be. They could just be messing with us, but that's a bit improbable.
Yeah. I mean, the enemies aren't so quirky in this game as they are in 2 and 3, so I guess it's not
I'm
that
looking
big of a
forward
deal.
to it. I mean, do we surpass, I'm sorry to bring up Undertale in a playthrough like this, but does it surpass Undertale quirky in terms of enemies?
Well, you see, the thing is, like, enemies in Undertale have a lot more to them than actually just, being... being regular enemies, like, in this game. But, I mean, Undertale is...
True.
Like, I mean, while I don't find a lot of parallels between Earthbound and Undertale like most people do, it's, like, it's been confirmed by the guy himself that, and also pretty obvious regardless, that he got a lot of inspiration from, specifically Mother 2.
Yeah. I mean, I can see the parallel with the enemies and the way that we fight enemies, but this game is a bit more like a bit more open world than Undertale is, so I can see a bit more contrast than I can comparisons.
Oh, the worlds in the
Aside from the fact that it's an RPG.
The worlds in the Mother games are significantly larger than the world in Undertale.
Yeah, definitely. Undertale is a lot more guided.
That game had 3 locations, and, yeah, that was about it. So... Oh yeah, by the way, Eve pretty much destroys everything for you in a single hit.
Nice! Thanks, Eve. What does PK stand for?
Psychokinetic.
Oh, thank you. Psychokinetic, nice.
Does that make sense now?
It does.
I mean, this...
Sorry to hear... Oh, go ahead, you first.
I mean, they may be, they may have psychic powers, but they can't turn into a Crimson Super Ball. Oh, come on! Oh, come on, they're espers, I had to make that...
Ball. They are.
They're espers, so I had to make that joke at least one point in the commentary.
They're espers in the much more traditional sense than Koizumi is.
Yeah, and which is actually very early on lampshaded in Haruhi, so...
It is.
It's like, so, if you're really an esper, prove it. Reheat this coffee. I'm sorry, my powers don't exactly work that way. In fact, most of the time, I don't have any powers at all. That's how the speech went.
Yep. Right now, I'm sorry to hear jars opening, but I just found this candle, and it is orange marmalade scent. It is absolutely delicious. I might burn it this evening, but it's
Wait,
not
delicious? Are you
scent.
eating a candle?
It smells delicious.
Don't.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Don't eat it. Candles aren't for eating.
It smells like it could be though. Oh, it's just such a delicious citrus smell. Oh my goodness. But I'm not at my own house right now, and so these aren't my candles, and I wouldn't want to use them up if they aren't mine.
Right. That would make sense.
What's this one? There's a green one that I expected to be some sort of tree, like...
Plot twist, it's actually dynamite.
Oh gosh. Better not light it then. But...
That's how a lot of those Looney Tunes cartoons would work. It's like, hey, I need a candle. Oh, here's one. Thanks! And then, boom.
Plot twist, the fuse leads to a bomb. But, yeah, I don't know what scent this green candle is. I mean, when I just got the funny thought that what if a green candle is actually smelled like avocado? I don't think I've ever in my life come across an avocado scented candle.
You know, I'm just thinking about the fact that, because like you said, like it's green and it's scented, so I would think fruity flavored stuff, you know? And that just reminds me of, like, back when my mouth could actually deal with those fruity candies,
Mm-hmm.
Picked up a laser beam. That'll make Lloyd. That's useful for Lloyd.
Oh, good.
Like I'm gonna look at help. Laser beam. It helps that sissy Lloyd.
Oh.
Um. Anyway, yeah. It reminds me. Skittles used to have lime flavor instead of green apple flavor for the green one, and I'd
Oh.
much rather. I thought it was a equip weapon at first, but I would much prefer. I would have much preferred lime flavor.
Yeah. I don't think I've actually. So you said they used to be lime flavored?
Yeah, but now they're green apple. They changed it. They changed it a couple of years back, I believe.
I thought it was green apple all along.
No.
Huh. Well then, you learn something new every day.
Juana. That's this robot's name.
Juana. Look at her shoulders. She's buff. She got strong traps.
Yeah.
Just kidding. Hey, Lloyd! I'm always happy when I see him increase his level. Good job, Lloyd, my boy.
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 Fun fact, actually, for the longest time, people were actually using a very different way to spell Lloyd as opposed to the actual one, which is how the name Lloyd is.
Was it Lloyd?
Yeah.
Hee.
However, wait, why'd you say hee like that?
Because it's so funny. Why would you spell Lloyd Lloyd? I mean, yes, that's how it's pronounced, but that's not how you spell the name Lloyd.
It might have to do with how it was spelled in Japanese due to the way that the Japanese language works, where it was Roido.
Lloyd.
Which is actually a pun on his appearance, because he's got these round glasses.
Mm-hmm.
And and the term that the Japanese use for that is Roido Megane.
Mm-hmm.
And so yeah, Roido's the beginning of that, and that's where the name Lloyd comes from. Anyway,
Okay,
when this game was finally released in the US, in the trailer that Nintendo used for this, we saw Lloyd written the way that I'm spelling it right here. So, yeah, that's the official translation.
Okay.
Word of God says so. That's what I'm calling it. Word of God.
Speaking of Word of God, I just got a text message from the youth pastor who I help out with at church, and he said that he'd like to meet up with me sometime after church and chat about youth ministry, and I'm afraid that I'm in trouble. Even though I've done nothing to be in trouble for, I'm still afraid that I'm in trouble. I hate it when people are like, hey, do you want to meet up sometime? I have stuff I want to chat about you with. And I'm like, oh no, what did I do? And the first thing I start to think about is that I screwed up somehow. Because that's how, yeah. And I probably didn't screw up. He's probably just like, okay, well, let's work on, planning some stuff. And I would love your input is probably what it's going to be. But I'm like, crap, I screwed up. I'm going to get fired. I'm going to get kicked out of the church. Nobody's going to want me there anymore. Why does my brain always do that? It's so sad. Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no, I'm scared.
Oh, what's this say in the Mother Encyclopedia? Nearing the summit. To those of you who are smack in the middle of a mysterious black cloud. If only you weren't engulfed in a black cloud. The view from here would be incredible. I'm using English names. L.A., where you had your scuffle with Teddy. Snowman, where you met Anna. Marysville, where you took Lloyd out of the trash can. The town where your sisters, your pet dog Mick, and your mother are waiting for you. That's right, Podunk. The summit is dead ahead. Take heart. The key words are courage and friendship, and the melody of love. Why is it that you can sense outer space?
I'm still internally panicking.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing happened. I'm just afraid I did something wrong.
What? Wait, no, I mean, actually, why? Did somebody contact you just now or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just got a text message from the youth pastor at my church.
Oh!
Who I work with. And
Oh,
he
okay.
said, "Hey, would you like to? I would like to, meet up and chat with you about youth ministry after church sometime." And I'm like, and I'm thinking, crap, did I do something wrong? And am I gonna get in trouble? Am I a bad youth leader? Oh no, like.
Well,
But
if you
that's
know
probably not
you
it.
didn't do something wrong, then...
But sometimes I don't think I did something wrong, and then I actually did mess up. Like at work that used to happen. Like I thought that I did something right, and then I would get like a text message from my boss saying, "Kari, you screwed up. That was wrong," and I was completely convinced it was right when I did it.
Oh...
So like I hate those kind of like vague invitations that say, "Hey, I'd love to talk sometime," or that don't like get straight to the point, because then it leaves me to think, crap, I messed up, they hate me, they're gonna, I know, that kind of stuff, even if it's not true. Like that's just my brain talk, like the anxious, insecure part of my mind talking. I don't know if you ever have that happen. I'm sure it's relatable to other people as well.
Yeah, I can get behind that logic. Oh, what's this? Another giant robot!
Oh my, he looks even bigger than the first one.
And it's got
Although
the
it's probably
Superman
just
emblem
color.
on it.
Oh man.
Not really, it's a double X for some reason. Okay, I'm gonna make this joke now because I didn't the last two times. Zankoku na tenshi no yo ni shonen yoshin wa ni nara. Anyway, I could have done a joke. I could have sung any mecha anime theme, but that's the one that came to my mind first, so... Come to think of it, it's big and red, so I probably should have done Gurren Lagann instead.
Mm-hmm. Sorry if I'm a bit spacey right now. I'm trying to respond to the message.
For those of
and
you who
somehow,
don't...
like, ask if there's something I did wrong.
Yeah, I understand. For those of you who don't know, which probably is very few of you watching this show, but I can understand it from Kari, that was the beginning of the opening from Evangelion.
Okay, yeah, I didn't get that.
That's honestly like a theme that like almost the entire anime community should know at this point, but...
I guess that validates my earlier statement that I'm not part of the anime community.
The songs... I'd almost say the song's a meme, but I'm not gonna go that far.
You're a meme.
I do not know how to respond to that at all, actually.
I don't either. How do you be a meme?
Is that a compliment? Is it an insult?
No, I'm just nervous because of the message I just got.
That makes sense. You know who we should have said that to? Will.
Will's a meme.
Yeah. And then it would have either said, "I love memes," or it would have said, "I hate memes."
Okay, I just sent a message saying that I'd love to meet up and that if everything was all right, and I'm slightly regretting saying is everything all right, but I know if I don't get confirmation,
Eve
that I will be
exploded.
panicking for the next week.
Yeah, that robot was only attacking Eve, and then Eve was just exploded, and that caused the giant robot to be destroyed. Robot Eve was demolished and moved no more. Examining the wreckage caused music to start.
I'm panicking.
Ninten remembered the tune.
Ninten, remember the tune. Good job, Ninten.
He learned a melody.
Gosh, how does he remember all of those? I can barely remember the last thing that happened 5 minutes ago.
Oh, well, there was a robot named Eve.
Well, okay, yes. I mean, that was a slight exaggeration, but more of a me poking fun at the fact that I don't remember things very well.
What about the dance scene? Do you remember that?
I'm not gonna forget that.
I hope that's a good thing.
No, it was a good thing.
Okay.
You heard what I told. You heard what I.
Yeah, I
what I
did.
told you about it.
I was joking. I was joking. Anyway,
Yeah.
we are very close to the summit now. Very close to the summit of the mountain.
There. That's a lot of ropes you've had to climb. You guys must have to be pretty strong.
Well, I mean, think of all that we've been through up to this point.
Yeah, you'd have to be strong, both mentally, emotionally. Well, not both. I mean, I was gonna say both mentally and physically. Then I decided to throw emotionally in there too.
Mentally, emotionally, and physically, they've gotten pretty strong at this point. One thing we didn't end up actually learning in this playthrough is PK Fire Omega, and that's like PK Beam Gamma, only it does it to all enemies.
Omega. Oh my gosh.
You know, where it destroys them all in one place.
Legit.
Oh, hey, a tombstone.
Yeah. Vaporizer.
What's going on? Ninten, welcome. I always believed that you would find your way here. This is George talking, or whatever.
Oh.
Your great-grandmother Maria's love was scattered. Scattered in the form of melodies. I have a melody for you. Listen and remember. This is like...
Oh!
This is
So
George...
the connection of them. Yeah, go ahead.
This is, Yeah, that's George's grave.
Okay, and then, was this the first time that it was technically revealed that he is George's great-grandson?
No, it was revealed.
No?
That was implied from the very beginning.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was implied, but it was never technically flat out said.
I guess there was a... I guess that was the first time it was flat out
Ice cream
said.
cone head!
Yeah, now we need to go to Magic Hint because we learned the last melody.
Yay. But that also explained the significance of the melodies, too, and how the significance was because of his great-grandmother. Unless I missed that somewhere else along the line.
Well, I mean, we gotta teach the melodies to Queen Mary again so that she can remember.
Mm-hmm.
Of course. We still don't know who Queen Mary is, or what the deal with this world is.
Yeah. I'm assuming we'll find out soon.
Yeah, we will. But I'm actually going to... explore the place a little bit. By the way, I like what the shopkeepers in Magic Ant say. They say stuff like when you talk to them, they're like, "Why are you staring at me like that? Here in Magic Ant, stores are just like the world outside. So just leave me some cash and with the goods you can dash."
With the goods you can dash. Oh, I'm right.
In fact, he's gonna say it right now.
Hey. It's just like the world outside. And then leave me some cash and with the goods you can dash. Hee hee hee.
Hee hee hee.
So clever. Hee hee hee. So clever.
Tee hee.
Oh my goodness.
Can you do that?
Tee.
Wow, I think I was higher.
I didn't try. I don't know how high I can really go. Probably not that much higher, but I don't know. Not willing to try.
That's probably a fair choice. You don't want to hurt your throat or anything.
I think my tongue stopped bleeding. Let me see. Yeah, I think it stopped bleeding already, and I don't need any more pain.
Like, you ever notice how, like, when you're like, I don't know, a bloody injury could be one example, but, just, like, pain in general, like, you actually don't notice it go away. It's just like you think to yourself, oh, hey, the pain's gone.
Pain? That never goes away.
Oh, well, I mean, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, like for like a minor injury or something.
Yeah,
because it kind of like just fades very, very, very gradually. Like say if you get a paper cut, it stings pretty hard at first if it's a deep one, and then it'll just slowly heal, and as it slowly heals, the pain gradually goes away.
But no, like emotional, mental, and like long time physical pain, that shit lasts forever.
Yeah. I guess like with emotional pain and like emotional distress, I feel like it doesn't really ever like go away.
Completely.
It kind of remains a part. Yeah, like it kind of remains a part of who you are, I feel like. But then as I've noticed that in my experience, like as I have new experiences and as I gain new memories with other people and just other things like that, they start to layer themselves on top of each other over that emotional pain and then take more significance than the emotional pain. Like that's kind of been my experience so far. And then as I get farther away from the incidence of emotional pain, I start to gain a new perspective on it instead of just like how I was at that point, steeped in it, could only see it from one point of view as opposed to being farther away from it.
And then your brain will just suddenly be like, just randomly one day, your brain will just suddenly be like, remember that thing that happened 10 years ago?
No thanks.
It happens to everyone, unfortunately. Of course, I am a non-singing monkey. Normal monkeys don't sing. So, any questions? Anyhow, questions are... I didn't read the last part.
I
What
said
happens?
I saw the word ridiculous.
Good. I worried that you would ask a difficult one. You look so much like Queen Mary. I wonder why. I think that was foreshadowing. To something. Yes, I am a cat who swims on the ground. Guess what is in my hand?
Wait, so did he say Ninten looks like Queen Mary?
Yes, he did.
Is that what he said?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and so
Listen to my
Queen Mary
song.
is the one with the melodies, right?
Yes.
Queen Mary is the one with the melodies, right?
Yes, she's the one who needs
Why aren't you
to
answering my
remember
questions?
I'm answering you.
So
Kari?
yes.
Can you hear me?
Why aren't you answering my questions? Evan, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I'm just typed the thing out.
Oh, I think you were cutting out for a while.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I typed something
it's
just
all
in
good.
case. Anyway, yeah, I said, as I was saying, Queen Mary, is the one who's, like, she's the one who you need to sing the melodies to because she's forgotten them.
Oops, I left the call. Now I'm back. Sorry, I heard what you said.
You didn't hear?
No, I left the call for like half a second. So yes, I heard what you said. Keep going.
Alright, and yeah, so, and, like, they just told me that, Ninten, that he looks like, Queen Mary.
Yes, and Queen Mary's the one with the songs, and so does that mean Queen Mary has something to do with your great-grandmother?
It's possible. It is very possible that that is the case. Like I said, this might be foreshadowing to something.
Oh, it just might be.
Of course, I already know everything that happens in the story of this game. I'm just acting all clueless because it works.
You're better at acting clueless than my cousin. Like, I'll watch a TV show with my cousin that she has seen before, and I get really into it. And so I'm trying to pick out foreshadowing and piece things together before the show actually reveals what's going on. And I'll talk to my cousin about it, and she just won't even say anything because she's so afraid she'll give it away. But she won't even try to act clueless. I'm like, you're no fun. I'm just trying to bounce ideas off of you.
It's
no,
a
she's
big
great.
Wudo. It's just a tree stump with a face.
Oh my gosh, I really hope that
It explodes when you beat it, so I'm running away.
Replies to my text message because I'm starting to regret asking if everything was okay. But I know that if I didn't ask that, I would be panicking for like a week or two until we met up about worrying that I did something completely wrong. I think it has to do with the fact that I'm a bit self-conscious about my ability as a youth leader, considering that I'm much younger than the rest of them, and I don't have that natural, like, you know, in charge leadership persona. I'm more of like the quieter, you know, friend type, and so I'm like afraid that I'm never doing my job properly. And so I think that's, yeah, it's just an insecurity within myself that I need to work on getting over. But whatever. Let's see. Oh, a candy cane snail.
By the way, there's a Birdman following us now.
That sounds scary.
If you go to the Flying Man's house, there are 5 of them, and you speak to one, and only one can follow you at a time, but like their goal is to protect you or whatever.
Oh, okay. Well,
but they can only exist within Magicant.
So you better stay there if you want to be protected.
Well, I mean, you'll have to leave eventually.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little more exploring. By the way, I've said this song was in the 3DS version of Super Smash Bros. 4, but I really love the remix that was done for that one.
Just think I haven't heard it.
Like, I mean, it's got the mysterious vibe that this whole place has to it. It's the Groucho!
Hey, Groucho, my man!
He's such a nice guy. He just says hello, and then he walks away, and then you get experience.
Isn't that great? He's totally the opposite of what his name implies.
It increased Flying Man's experience. So we got jack shit.
Oh. Flying Man's like a guardian spirit.
But he took all the credit.
Yeah, that's. But I mean, does that help him? Does that mean he defends? He can help defend you better if
Maybe.
you got the experience. But yeah, it'd be nice if you'd have gotten the experience instead.
Anyway, now we are going into Queen Mary's castle.
Queen Mary.
We are going to sing the song to her so that, well...
Oh, my great-grandson. So nice to see you again. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Queen Mary often has nightmares. As if scolding a naughty child, she cries out, "I am scared, I am scared," and then she starts to sing just a little bit. Then she forgets the tune and wakes in a sweat. I wonder what sad experience has done this to Queen Mary.
I don't know, getting kidnapped. And never returning.
Sounds like you're starting to make a connection.
Oh gee, I wonder what happened to his great-grandmother.
She never returned.
Oh gee, I wonder where she went.
She went to, like, literally she went to where George went, but... Flash dark, the opposite of a flashlight.
Every time I hear that, I actually think of a flashbang, and I'm like, oh my gosh, we have a Panzer in here, why not have a flashbang?
Oh my god. That was an odd sound, I'm sorry.
You're fine. The reflections of the columns are quite interesting. It's shiny floor, it's probably really slippery.
I really like the look of it.
Yeah?
Oh, NES flicker! Please sing to me the melodies that you have learned. Yeah, Lloyd and Queen Mary are flickering because of a bit of an error with the NES's visuals. And, I mean, I know I'm technically... Technically, I'm playing this on the Wii, but since it's a direct ROM of an NES game, it still stands.
There goes spooky.
We have now sung the whole song. Yes, that's
right.
right.
I should have been listening.
That is the song. You'll hear it again.
Ah.
That is the song.
The song.
It's playing again right now anyway.
Okay.
Press the A button, past Evan.
We're listening to the song.
Oh, Gygus. I loved him. I loved him as if he were my own child. He was always wagging his tail, just like a pup. Except for when I tried to sing him lullabies.
It's getting dark.
Ah, George, this is your wife, Maria.
Got it.
I'm coming to join you. My purpose is complete. Maria?
That was kind of sad.
What's happening? After telling the story to Ninten, with a rush of wind, Queen Mary vanished.
She got vaporized!
As she disappeared, so did Magicant. Magicant was a mirage. A mirage born of Maria's consciousness.
Wow.
Next time on Smash Team Games, there is just one thing left to do. We have to take on the cause of these troubles.
Dun dun dun.
Okay, first, before we actually get on to the final part, and I'm keeping the recording on for this, I want to explain in detail what happened because it was being kind of vague.
Okay.
So, 80 years ago, George and Maria were abducted by aliens. They were taken to the end of the universe and ended up in care of a child of one of the aliens. That child's name was Gygus. And, well, I mean, Maria treated that child as if it were her own. And, however, something happened. Like, she tried to sing a lullaby, and then Gygus did something. It's unclear what happened to Maria, but it's believed, like, possibly killed her and she was trapped in her own subconscious, or something like that. George, in a panic, stole the information of PSI from the aliens and escaped back to Earth and began studying it. Said aliens, didn't want the planet Earth to be able to use such a dangerous technique against them. So,
Mm-hmm.
80 years later, they started a full-on invasion. They are trying to wipe out humanity itself so that they can't use PSI.
That's
Who did they
ominous.
who did they put in charge of this invasion? Gygus, all grown up. Gygus is now they are forcing Gygus to work against those who raised him. That is what is actually going on here.
Interesting. Okay. Thank you for that explanation.
Next time on Smash Team Games, the final battle begins.